Hey guys, today I'm here with my January TBR. So this is going to be all the books I plan on reading this January. So the first book on my list today is A Quart of Mist and Fury. And I don't have it with me because I'm actually going to listen to this one on audiobook, but I am so excited. I listened to the first book in the series, A Quart of Thorn and Roses, on audiobook, narrated by Jennifer Ikeda, and it was phenomenal. And I am so excited for the second book in this series, just because I know from A Throne of Glass, which is also by Sarah J. Maas, that her books just get better and better as the series goes on. So I'm excited to pick up A Quart of Mist and Fury, and I know a lot of you guys are also going to be so excited to read this book, if you haven't already. So that's the first book on my January TBR. The second one is one that I have been meaning to read since it came out, basically, and that is Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I am a huge Harry Potter fan. I grew up with my dad reading me Harry Potter. Harry Potter is just such a big part of my childhood and my life, and I love it so much. And I'm so excited to read something else involving Harry Potter. The third book I have this month on my TBR list is The Spy by Paulo Coelho. And
I love this author. I love Paulo Coelho.
the first book I ever read from him was The Alchemist, and it was such like a inspiring book. It's about a boy who sort of goes on this journey, and it's all about following your dreams and the good things that can come when you stay motivated and just chase the things that you really want. And it's a very touching story, and it made me pick up a bunch of his other books. You can't see, but I have a whole shelf on my bookshelf behind me dedicated to his books. I love them. This is his newest one, as far as I know. It's about Mata Hari, who is a spy, and she's a real woman, and I'm just so excited to learn about her story through Paulo Coelho's storytelling, because he is just a phenomenal storyteller. So this is the third book on my TBR this month, and I'm so excited. Also, look at this book cover. It's like shiny, and it's got all these amazing colors, and this is just a stunning picture of Mata Hari and the gold lettering. The fourth book that I want to read this month is A Monster Calls. If you've watched the trailer for A Monster Calls, you'll know what I'm talking about, where you don't actually get much plot from it, but I could just tell that it was something powerful, and I knew that it was based on a book, so I fully plan on reading that book this month so I can watch the movie when it comes out. So the fifth book that I want to read this January is called The Song of Achilles. I have it on audiobook, and it's basically a different perspective on the Iliad. It's told from a friend of Achilles' perspective. I love historical fiction, and I don't read it very often, and I don't know why. I think I hear more about fantasy books and contemporary novels, and I still love YA, so I read a lot of that. And I really enjoy them, and so I sort of stick to those. But then every once in a while, I'll be like, why haven't I read a historical fiction in a while? So I'll pick one up, and I always really enjoy it. So I'm really excited about this one. I haven't read the Iliad. I read the Odyssey my freshman year of high school for a class. I was never sort of forced to read the Iliad, but my hope is that if I really enjoy The Song of Achilles, then I'll be more inclined to pick up the Iliad, so that would be really cool. So that's the fifth book, sort of on my TBR this month. And I think 5 is exactly the number I'm going to wrap it at. So in quick summary, I have The Spy, I have Song of Achilles, I have, undo. I have one more book that I want to read this month, and this one is sort of not fair because I've read it before, and it is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, and it's on my Kindle, so it's really hard for you guys to see. I'm sorry. But I read this book a really long time ago, and I never finished this series. And not because I didn't like the series. I think what happened is the third book came out, and there was a really long period of time before the fourth came out, at which point I'd sort of forgotten the characters and the plot. So I didn't want to pick up the fourth book when it finally came out without rereading the first three. And I am not really a rereader. I feel like there's so many amazing stories out there that I don't want to spend time reading one that I've already read. I didn't pick up the fourth book and finish the series because I wanted to reread the first three books, but I didn't want to reread the first three books because I don't like rereading books. I want to read City of Bones so I can get back into the Mortal Instruments series and then hopefully read all of Cassandra Clare's books. So that's it for this January. There's 6 books here. Hopefully I can get through all of them. I'm really excited to read, and I have a lot of time this month. So I have high hopes, and I will check back in with you guys later at the end of the month and sort of recap the books that I was able to read, and then talk about the books I want to read in February. So thanks for watching, guys. If you're reading some of the same books, let me know. If you have other recommendations, I don't have any books lined up for February, so I would love to know what you guys think I should be reading.